Hello, everyone. Welcome to Feb 27 Zeam call. We will discuss updates regarding DevNet 3 and we will discuss our preparation for DevNet 4 and anything else that comes up. So let's start with Kai. Kai, if you are muted, then we can't hear you. All right, let's circle back to Kai a bit later. Let's start. Let's move on to Partha.
So yeah, last week I was investigating an issue with the checkpoint sync catch up, but apparently it was more a manual error from my side where I had published the Docker image from an incorrect branch. I'm still not sure, or I can't yet confirm whether it's working. I see the Z class has now created a new PR. I'll probably try building an image out of that and test it. Apart from that, my priority has been having Lean Quick Start being compliant with DevNet 3. So I've made some changes there. And I've also, after ETH Lambda submitted a PR to the spec, I've included the new changes for that API endpoint on Zeam codebase. I'll make the necessary changes for that on Lean Point as well as soon as the PR is approved and matched. So that's been my work over the past week.
Got it. Anshul.
Yeah, so I had like taken up the .NET 3 branch, made quite a few changes there. It is still under review, but now since Kai is back, I am not actively looking into that. Apart from that, I made some changes on the SSD library itself to include like the lower and upper bounds while upper bounds check while we deserialize an object to make sure that we don't run into the OM issues or any such issues of these kinds. Basically, eliminate these decoding issues with kind of preliminary checks. And apart from that, like I raised another PR to improve like the syncing part. So we had some issues in the beam command that we have for Zeam. So that PR was merged with help with Gajinder. So he also added a few commits there. Apart from that, like I have started working on DevNet 4. I have already raised the PR on PM repository regarding the high level design. I have also made a few updates on the DevNet 3 high level design because it included like just four slot intervals, whereas we have moved to five slot intervals there. So a bit of work there, but apart from that, like I have also made modifications on the API aggregation API in the Lean spec. I am right now implementing recursive aggregation for the aggregators. So ideally, I should be able to raise a PR today itself. If not today, then tomorrow. Uh, yeah, that's about it.
Got it. What is how does the API look like for .NET 4 aggregation?
Yeah, so it is kind of similar. There's just a couple of optional things that have been added. So earlier we had private public key and signatures as separate parameters. They have combined it into like a list of tuples, which is optional because anyways we can even with like separate arguments, we can use them as it is. Apart from that, there's an optional parameter that includes all the child, child, all the children's. They say children's are basically already aggregated proofs that can be recursively aggregated. Apart from that, like the public keys that is being passed can be is now optional. Earlier it was compulsory because at that time we need to have some signatures that we wanted to aggregate, but in like the current case there can be like already aggregated signatures that we want to recursively aggregate without any new signature as such. So that is one thing. Apart from that, there's log inverse rate, which is also a parameter that can basically that can be used to tweak in the uh, kind of proof that we want to generate. So if it is set to one, it will basically generate larger proofs, but with lower computational requirements. That log level 4, log inverse rate 4, it will basically generate smaller proofs, but will require heavy computation. So this is like one of the changes that we'll have to add in the validator config as well. I have described this in the PM repo PR. So Emile also commented on it. So he just had like minor feedback on that. Unnavut has like he has said that it looks good to him, so he might merge it once he's back online. So
So can you share the PR in Zim community channel so
sure.
that I can look at it?
In the DevNet 4 channel of PQ of the PQ channel.
Okay, I can see it.
Yeah.
All right, all good. I'll check it out.
Yeah, apart from that, as soon as I raise the spec pair, I'll put it in the group and will ping you as well. But for the timing, I'll be raising it with a dummy flag because it doesn't include like we still don't support the encoding scheme that is there in LeanSig in the recursive aggregation branch of Lean multisig. So maybe I can take it
In the
up.
spec, you mean?
Yeah, in this spec it will be like dummy recursion.
Got it. All right. And Kai, you will be implementing this change in Zeam? Yeah, Kai has got some connect issues. We'll come to him later. All right, let's move on. Nupur.
Yeah, hi. So last week I've been working on integrating OpenClaw with zclawz and Z and Telegram, and currently it's picking up the issues issues assigned to zclawz based on the cron, and it's creating the topics on the test group, and uh, but it has still not successfully done the complete process. It has generated PR and tried to test it, but it should do it by without human intervention, and it has not. I have not had a single run where it has done it without me prompting anything more. So I will still continue to test it more and keep uh, trying to make it better or
So
intelligent.
even if it's not totally able to automate, but can you first test locking it down? Because I was looking through the docs of OpenClaw, and basically you can lock it down in terms of security, in terms of people who can invoke it. So if you can lock it down, then we can directly start linking it to the Zim communities channel, and that is where the rest of the work can happen, because it
Okay.
is doing PRs and work, and but other people are not able to say it.
Okay.
Uh, so let's just figure it down how to lock it down, I think, and
Yeah,
then
I'll do that today.
basically have a soul.md or something or
Yeah.
whatever, so that it continuously does not need to be told that you are working on Zeam repo or you're working on this repo and you need to do that. So all that context should automatically read up from somewhere. Uh, so this is basically the context that it should be running in, so that any one of us, if we lock it down with our ideas, then any one of us can invoke it. This way, basically, uh, people won't need individual accounts, but I think we will hit the limits fast. But I can basically then put it on a pro account. I mean, it's already on pro. I can basically bump up the higher limit seat, and even if then we get we basically use up all the tokens, then I can also top it up with additional credits. So that is something that I also looked into. So let's enable it so that people in the team can invoke it. That is the point through through Zeam community channel, or through basically referencing it on the PRs or on the issues. So I think this is the integrated mechanism that we can use so that team can invoke it, and it having it as an independent collaborator status, right? So this way, basically, it's not a tool; it's a collaborator that you are working with. So this is how we gotta see it, and this is how we gotta invoke it.
Okay.
All right, yeah, good progress on it since last week, but yes, let's just lock it down and integrate it with Zeam community and see so that everyone else can also invoke it.
Okay.
All right, Mercy.
Also, I have another idea. Like in there, like in Zeam, we have lean spec as a submodule. So can we ask it to constantly look at the lean spec repo and create issues if there are any changes that are done in lean spec itself, and which will basically make Zeam incompliant. So we can basically confirm that if the issue that it creates is valid, and ask him to resolve it, or we can take it up if it is a bigger issue.
Yeah, so we can definitely so basically claw runs will run in a loopback manner, and we can basically add this to the loopback sequence in its sol.md or whatever is the instructions.md that we can basically as a team update it at zclaw repo in blockblaze itself. So this is where it will configure it to pick it from. It is a private repo, but available to all blockblaze members. So whatever basically changes we want to do, we will just PR to it. Anyone will PR, and then someone will approve, and then we will be able to basically update its behavior or mechanism. So yeah, all these things are possible for sure, and we'll basically take it to that level where it basically totally runs as an independent collaborator, doing all those things that you mentioned, with us starting from where AI has left, right? So we don't start from the beginning. We don't start from scratch. We start from where AI leaves things to us, and that is the way we will basically move forward in this team. All right, let's go to Mercy. All right, maybe she's also having connection issues. Let's go to Kai if your connection issues are resolved.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah. This week I'm back to work, and I these days I adjusted the review comments for the DevNet 3 spec, and look the issue about future slots warning log, but my solution is not correct. So I think this is not an issue right now. I see you already merge a PR.
Right. So in DevNet 3 PR, I did the review, and I basically I commented on some things. I think I have not seen if you pushed any commits later on, but some of the things needs to be abstracted out from DevNet 3 itself. Basically, they are not DevNet 3 PR work, it's like we are improving our client, and if we take out
Yeah.
those PRs in a separate one, then basically we can soon get to a point where we can merge DevNet 3 PR. I think it's almost there. There are a few things, but I will again, once you have done this, then I'll again give it a round of review and look through it.
Yes, I have completed this. Yeah. I mean the other issue about future slot error in the beam log.
Yes, so the feature, yes, that was something that me and Anshul worked on it, and it is sort of resolved. But I think what you have resolved in your DevNet 3 PR is also the future slot error for attestations, where basically, we don't have a target or a source currently available, and we can't update it. But there as well, we will not totally accept whatever is in very late feature, right? We will not. So the point is that if you are currently at this slot, what is the maximum feature that you can look into and accept those things? So we need to basically update those conditions, because currently what I think you have done is that anything that throws feature slot, you basically enqueue them. So once basically we have looked into, so we have restricted entering, queuing up the things which for the feature slot as well, then we can merge, so we can have in that work. And that is why I want this to be a separate PR on top of DevNet 3, so that basically we can review it properly and discuss it properly and see what all changes are pertinent to it, rather than just mixing up with DevNet 3.
Okay. I think you can review it again.
So have you extracted out whatever work I asked
Yeah.
to do in a separate PR?
I have moved them out, but I haven't make a separate PR right now.
All right, so I will review DevNet 3 PR. In the meantime, if you can just put up those PRs, that would be good, because I mean, as such, they are good changes. I just don't want to mix them up.
Okay.
And sort of independently review them.
Okay.
All good. Okay. Rahul. All right, maybe Rahul is just listening in. Let's move to Katya.
Wait, there was
Hello,
sorry, I don't know if you saw, but he's actually having problems with his mic. So I'll read out the update. Worked on a logger issue. I pushed the draft PR. I was looking into BlockBlaze Zeam issue 603 and saw the CI was breaking in unit test. Can I pick it up? Which CI was that? Because if it's okay, wait. Okay, the issue is the one by Katya. Attestation fails when it arrives before the block. Yep, that sounds a problem. So I don't know if Katya wants to give the issue for Raul to pick up. Which is the CI issue you saw?
Just to interject on this particular issue, this is something that Kai has already addressed in his DevNet 3 PR, which I just asked him to abstract out. So yes, so this issue is something that doesn't need to be addressed.
And if the issue you're referring to is no, okay, there seems to be an issue in the Z-claw that's having. Okay, we need to investigate. We'll ping you offline. Sorry, go ahead, Katya.
Yes, please. So could you please, Kai, attach your PRs to this issue so they can be connected, or we will lose it. Thank you. So from my side this week, I was continuing with testing Checkpoint Sync with the updated client's images, and I was mostly focusing on the metrics. So I updated the dashboards for DevNet 2 and currently for DevNet 3. I merged this PR with the dashboard for DevNet 3. And currently I'm testing locally these dashboard integration in the link quick start. Not that many issues, just it has like old dashboards stored in the cache or something like this. So I'm just investigating it currently, how to update it better. We'll open a PR today, hopefully. So my goal is to synchronize with the specs. So I was a little bit like delayed, but now as I joined later, but now I feel like I'm synchronized, and when DevNet 4 PRs will be open on the spec side, I could already sync with the metrics, so and the dashboards. So no delays for that. I have some minor PRs which should be updated. So I'm waiting for DevNet 3 merge for link quick start. After that, we can start the DevNet 3. I don't know what the plan is about this today or on Monday.
So can you just
Yeah.
work on DevNet 3 branch? I mean, whatever is the PR branch that Kai has. Why
Should I test it from this branch?
Yes, I think
I
that is a
can.
better way to go about it, because I mean, I don't want to merge in the PR in haste, though I think we are almost there, and maybe over the weekend we'll merge it. But if it's not merged, then basically, and it shouldn't stop your work. Basically, just take the branch and do
Okay.
it.
I can create the Docker images necessary. The only problem is I'm not able to do cross-platform builds anymore from Mac. I'll try to build it out of Ubuntu or something, and yeah, share the image.
So do a PR where basically you can build, you can basically release a particular branch, right? So just
Oh, okay.
in our workflow, update it, and we'll merge them to include this particular DevNet 3, and we can this branch. I think guys gr something
Yeah.
DevNet 3. So you can basically release. So do a PR to update the workflow to release images on that. So that
Okay.
is a better way to go.
And I
Okay.
think, Partha, we were waiting from the clients to synchronize these containers issue, right? So they had to.
Yeah, but I think on Wednesday's call, it was decided that container is no longer needed. We can continue to use what it is. So we are ready to test, on this remote server using whatever is already present. It's just
Okay.
ensuring we have a branch. But
Okay.
Yeah,
once we do that, yeah, sorry.
it's a good thing as well that there is one client which has containerization and others don't have, so that I mean, it's as such good that there is implementation diversity.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah, I'll update the lean quick start PR for DevNet 3 with the correct images. And Gajendra, if you can approve that, maybe we can proceed with that. Or you want us to for
Just
now
tag
deploy
me,
out of DevNet 3
just,
branch itself?
just tag me on the PRs
Yeah,
that you
I'll do
want me
that.
to.
Sure, I'll do that.
Okay. So I'm ready to run the DevNet 3 later today on the servers. And I have like I will open some minor PRs like update clean flags. So just tiny steps to do. That's it from my side. And after that, I will start with DevNet 3. I need to update my previous PRs to link quick start because they are outdated already. So I need to merge the updates, and so probably for the next week, and to just merge, and and I will tag you, Gajinder, what needs your attention. Or there are some small ones which maybe parts I can just merge. Some tiny fixes. That's it.
So I had a question more for Kai or Gajendra. There was one thing in the spec which says attestation committee flag or something, which I believe only Clean had implemented. I'm not sure if Zeam's implementation has it. I have not added it to or made it mandatory on Lean Quick Start yet, but was just wondering if I should be doing it.
What do you mean by registration committee flag? This is something that Lean Quick Start. So it's like is aggregator, right?
Now, yeah, is aggregator was one flag, and there was another one called attestation committee something, I don't know, the Lean spec, which I saw was implemented on Clean, but not on any of the other clients. In fact, Lanterns, Mihir was asking me about it as well. I need to look up the
What is it
exact.
exactly? I'm not sure. Kai or Anshul, do you know guys know what this thing is?
No,
Okay, let me message in the Zeam community group when when I don't have it handy. I need to look up. I'll share while you guys continue.
okay. Maybe it's updated, so I will check it.
I think this is something that outdated. I remember maybe a couple of weeks ago I asked Camille as well, so probably it's not the point already. We need to check.
All right, let's figure this out. And let's, in the meantime, just move on with DevNet 3 testing. But clients are now DevNet 3 interoperable with Zeam.
5 clients are interoperating well. The last I checked, which is Zeam, Ream, Clean, ETH Lambda, and Lantern. I haven't seen an update from anybody else yet. I hope to have the Lean spec node ready for testing or interop today. If that works, we can deploy that as well on the DevNet service.
So can you also do one-to-one testing and make sure we are finalizing with every client?
Yeah. So that's how I started. I tested first Ream, Zeam, and other clients individually, then brought in everybody else. So 5 started to work with.
So in Lean Quick Start repo, can you open a PM issue where basically you are documenting the status, because somebody who wants to look into what's going on just can look at this particular thing and we can share it and pin it as well, right? We can ask Will to pin it in the DevNet 3 topic.
Sure. Okay.
I have this issue opened already, DevNet 3 readiness, so probably we can just update it. I will share in the chat.
Yep, sounds good. And Anshul, with regard to, you had to PR some high-level doc, right? You did that?
Yeah, I told you, like, I posted it on the group as well.
Okay, that is the high-level doc itself. Got it. I haven't reviewed it, so I just wanted to confirm.
Okay.
Okay, Mercy.
Sorry, my network. Quick So last week I did some minor fixes on validator name display and then the debug log formats. That was all I did last week.
Got it. Okay, Guillaume, you have anything to pitch in?
Yeah. So I was in Denver last week. Lots of talks of AI. Lots of excitement. So that was the first thing. In terms of Lean, I didn't really talk to anybody about Lean, but I talked to Luca Dono about native rollups. So there's some things developing in this direction as well. Yeah, he made a few presentations. So if you're interested, the video is online. I also made my own presentation about zkVMs in Geth. So yeah, if you're interested, but honestly, we only had 13 minutes to do our presentation, so it's definitely not my best presentation. Yeah, regarding otherwise still being in Denver, I was vibe coding. I don't really have the link part up, but you can look East Denver. Otherwise, I'll send it on the channel. Yeah, I was vibe coding at a distance. I didn't have my stuff with me because I don't want to cross the US border or several other borders for that matter. It's not US specific, but I don't take my whole coding gear with me when I cross the border when they have a tendency to search people. So I had a Telegram channel and I was talking to my bot. And I had them finish some of the work I couldn't finish, didn't have time to finish before. So I created a few PRs to do the clients in the guest programs for several VMs. So there was OpenVM, Zyron, and SP1. So now I need to test, and to test I need the verification code. So I'm currently working on the verification code. I'm going to create a PR, actually several PRs today. And when this is done, I will start testing. So hopefully most of that will work. I looked at the code already. It seems correct, but of course we will only find out when it's tested. Oh yeah, and I gave a presentation about my OpenClaw usage on Tuesday, I think. And yeah, that effort is continuing with Nupor. So that's pretty much it for me.
Awesome. Yeah, basically, if Nupur, you can just search in these two YouTube links and post it in the Zeam community channel. I think it will be good for everyone.
Okay.
All right, coming to me, I was looking at the syncing PR, looked to improve it. Also use Claude on it for few things to test it out how it's working. And basically looking at OpenClaw configurations, usages, seeing how Nupur is experimenting with it, creating some of the issues that it can PR on, and apparently it has. So I will look on those PRs as well. Reviewed DevNet 3 PR, which I'll continue to do so, and hopefully merge it over the weekend. And looking forward, looked at the Strawman pipeline for Ethereum consensus. So lean Ethereum is definitely going in for L star hard fork. I mean, obviously there is nothing 100%, but that looks to be the plan as of now. So I think we all guys are doing an amazing work. We are doing sort of a very critical work, at least with respect to post-quantum consensus. And I think over the time, we will basically add on to other dimensions for the lean consensus. So in my eyes, we are contributing valuable work to Ethereum, and let's continue to do it. Let's continue to dominate lean consensus development that is happening. We have been ahead, and we should continue to be ahead than the other teams. Let's continue doing that, and let's basically show live. And by the use of AI, we also want to demonstrate. I mean, even though there are people who have vibe coded the entire clients, but they are totally vibe coded, and they are sort of, you don't know they really work or what actually is going on over them. So we want to showcase how AI can be a collaborator and not totally you basically throw everything up in the air and totally depend on whatever it has coded, because you don't know what is going into the client. So we will basically present a model in which AI will do meaningful contributions to the code base and act like a collaborator, and hopefully do more and more automated PRs. And as Anshul said, that it totally figures out if there is a mismatch between spec and the client, and basically create issues. that we can approve and assign. Apart from that, I also want that even in lean spec, we move to a model where we describe the spec in normal English, and that gets converted by the AI into the Python spec. So that is something that that we also need to push in the lean spec as well. Yep, that will be all for now. So looks like we are doing so we are moving ahead on a very fruitful manner on the AI front as well. And basically, again, we have to show other teams that how AI can work in a very integrated fashion with the human teams. Will Lean still use Poseidon? I think there is a ETH proofs call on March 20 regarding Poseidon too. So basically, I think this is a question that you can put over there. So far, my understanding is that Poseidon 2 is still being pushed, but I have seen some comments where people say that, okay, we don't actually need to move to Poseidon 2, but yes, let's see about it.
If I may project into this, yeah, like the fact that after 1.5 year of research, they managed to break, like to halve the security. Okay, maybe not halve, but reduce the security of Poseidon by 100 bits is pretty insane. That doesn't mean it's gonna get any less secure in the future, but the security has drastically reduced. Poseidon 1 is still safe, but it's also a lot less, like a lot slower. I Like you said, the research team wants absolutely, like the Ethereum, the EF research team absolutely wants to use it because it makes ZK so much faster and et cetera, et cetera. I don't think it's very wise at this point to push for it. So I know that as a core dev, I will be opposing it. Of course, if we don't find anything major in the next few months or a few years, I might go back on this. But yeah, I would say currently Poseidon 2 is not to be considered seriously, and Poseidon 1 might still be an option, but the problem is that it comes at a very high cost in terms of regular computation. So unless you do get all the zkVM stuff, and there's still a few issues with there's more than a few issues with this approach. Yeah, I don't think it's a serious thing to consider. So yeah, it's just my opinion. I will be pushing against it. That doesn't make it. That doesn't mean it will not make it. There's a lot of people that see the benefits of it and want to push for that. So in the end, there will be some debates. There will be some people trying to harden the whole Poseidon thing, and we'll see what comes out of that. But yeah, it's there's a lot of difficult days ahead for Poseidon.
Yeah, I think it makes sense that it is debated fully, and I think we do have a couple of years before Elstar Hard Forks goes in, and maybe it becomes relevant at that point. But all the work definitely needs to be done before, and yeah, so we'll see how it. So, but do attend, I think, March 20th ETH Proofs call if you want to get more involved and more informed on this particular topic, and maybe ask these questions there, right? It's good to put up these questions in such calls, because then you get to hear the take of the researchers who are pushing for it. Yep, so good call, and I think we don't have anything more on the table, so If there is anything else, all good. So maybe we'll then see you next week on 6th March, same time. But before that, we'll definitely see you on the Wednesday call. And let's keep working on things and keep updating our progress async in the Zeam community channel. I want to see Zclaw working over there, Nupur, so let's make it happen fast. All right, guys, thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
That will be all.
Bye.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye.
Have a nice day.